Hi, I'm Stephanie from Renovation Baby. I'm a home and family blogger, and I would like to show you today a tour of my twin girls' bedroom. Their old bedroom had no storage, it was dark furniture, they had no spaces for themselves, and as they're like 7 years old now, I wanted to start giving them a little piece of the room that was just theirs, that they could make, you know, theirs and have all their own pieces and things like that in it, so they had their space to be them. They had no space to have friends to stay over. They are now starting to get to the age where they're asking, can we have a sleepover, mummy? And I was like, I can't, there's no space for them. However, now there is, and we've brought in lots of new storage systems, so much more places for them to store everything. We've had a good clear out, which made a big difference. As you can imagine, the kids seem to accumulate so many toys that they don't even want or they've grown out of now. So we also had a old tank cupboard in here, which didn't have the tank in anymore. The boiler had been moved downstairs, so it was just an empty space that we were putting a few clothes and books and games and things like that in. So we decided if we could take that out, we would be able to completely change the room around. It would give us so much more space, and they could have their own areas. So I'll insert a little picture of the before now, so you can see what it did look like. As you can see, it is miserable in there, isn't it? It's pretty black, and yeah, didn't like the black furniture anymore for them. So now we've gone, as you can see behind, we are white and we are bright, and I'm now going to give you a tour around and show you everything. I will also put the links, the descriptions of everything and the names of all the products in the description box below. I also will link to the blog post, which will have all the information on there for you and all the pictures of all the little bits and bobs. So thank you for watching. So this is the view as you first walk through the door. As you can see, we've now got two wonderful spaces for them. They've got their own space and their own area. So Sophia wanted a blue wall, so she's gone for a Valspar soft blue, which is a really soft, pretty blue. So that works quite well with the pink and the white as well. So I wanted them to have their books to hand. I wanted them to be able to get to them easily, for them to be able to have their own books on their own side, because they've got very different tastes in which books they like. So they've now got, so I used an IKEA shelf, just a floating shelf along here for this top one. And over time they're going to build up their pretty little bits and bobs they have on there. And then this one is a picture ledge that's meant to be used for frames where you can put in there. However, I thought it made a nice little book ledge for them, because then it's not too close to their head, whereas if we had another one of these, it was going to hang over and they might bump their heads. So it just comes in enough not to bump their heads. And then of course, because we have the bed with the this lovely headboard around the side, it's classed as a day bed in IKEA. So they're able to sit up in their bed and read their books and have their little light on, which just gives enough light. It's a lovely amount of light actually for them to sit in bed and read their books at night time. So I'm really pleased with their little space. So up here we've got these little butterflies. These are just like little nails on the wall, and then beautiful little butterflies, and they just sit dotted around the room. These were from eBay. This frame here was from eFrame. I made that up with all their little hats when they were little babies and neonatal when they were pram. So I managed to put those in there. Although I don't recommend putting these in there because the names come off their little name band. But look at them, little tiny babies. And then these I have had since they were born. They are from Kids Footprints. So they've got their little names on. So that's nice. So we will pop over to Liddy's side, which is exactly the same. So she's got all hers, but she has got Valspar's On Pointe paint, which is such a pretty pink. Such a pretty pink. It's not like, yeah, it's just a really pretty pink, like a dusty pink. So she's got her bed. And then this wall is where the cupboard was. So as you can see, what a difference that makes, not having that. So the wall behind, like the window wall, is Wispy Skies. It's like a grey. It's quite a bluey grey, but it worked quite well with the colours. So onto their desk. So this desk is from IKEA, and we wanted one that fitted in this gap. And doesn't it fit in just perfect? So we've got the desk is from IKEA, the desk from IKEA, the little top rail is from IKEA as well, and the desk chairs are from IKEA as well. So we wanted to get this bit that you can add to it, because I can pop all their headbands, all their hairbrushes and all things like that on there. And then maybe as they get older we could put a mirror on there as well. So down to the desk. So we've got a lovely big desk and a drawer, so they can put all their drawing things in there because they love drawing. These cushions, they're from Wayfair. Just makes it a bit more comfy for them. And this little alarm clock is from Smiggle. They love it because they this one you can swap it over and you can make a voice recording so you can wake up to their voice. I obviously love it. So these are little fur real animals, they love them. So this weekend I've also been making these things. I'll put a link to the blog post about them. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So we got some paper, a hole punch, and just sewed them together. Just make something a little bit different. The curtains are from Next. We had these before, so I don't think they have them anymore. And on to the light. This funky light from IKEA again. And then over in this corner, I'll pop their little clock up. I mean, that's from IKEA. It was like £1 something. Some more little butterflies around. And this little nifty area, I find sometimes it's easier just to have their clothes out ready for them for the next day for school and going out places and things like that. So I created these from these little picture frames. Put a little glass handle on it. Well, it's not glass, acrylic, plastic. And then you can hang their little clothes up. And in the corner is this little fellow from Hetty and Betty. They absolutely adore him. He's a doorstop. And you wouldn't think the little kids would love a doorstop so much, but look at him, isn't he lovely? So he's gone down really well. And their little fairy door here. So onto these wardrobes, which are amazing. They have given us so much space and storage. So they've both got one each. So in this one, in each side, I have added their toy boxes in here. And these boxes, so they can put all their boxes in here. All their toys. And then a mirror each. And then in there, I've filled the... Kev made a extra shelf to go in here from a bit of old kitchen panelling. I'm sure you could probably find something else, but it worked for us. And then all these IKEA hangers are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I use them for everything. Just a pack of 80p or something like that. So I've managed to get all their clothes So now they've got their own wardrobe and their own space and their own clothes, which just makes it so much nicer for them. Some more boxes at the bottom, and then these ones are from IKEA as well, so I can put their socks in there and their PJs in there. So that's perfect for them. So they've each got one of those. And then these beds are classed as a day bed. Now I'm going to in a minute show you them all pulled out, but I just wanted to show you this drawer. The drawers are massive. They go all the way back there. All the way back. Really deep. So they have got all their Lego in there, which is amazing because that's so much better to get it all. And so they've each got one. There is another one in here, but obviously we can't use these on a day-to-day one because the desk's there. However, if we want people to stay, we will have to move the desk out to pull the beds out. So I am going to do that now, and I'm going to show you what they look like with the beds pulled out. So with the desk moved out the way, you've then got clear access for all of this. So pull them out like this and keep pulling until they're all the way open. As you can see how much they come out, and you can see how big these drawers are, like they're massive. Right, so how it works is there is 2 mattresses on here. So now I just pull one over, but I need 2 hands, so there you go. As you can see, you've got one mattress here and one mattress on the pull-out bit. Absolutely brilliant. You've got a double bed. So now they can have their friends stay over, and it's just really easy. And if we've got family members who want to stay, we've got a double bed here. So both beds do that, but I just wanted to show you one. So there we go, that's their new room. I hope you love it just as much as we do. We're so happy with it, and the girls they love it so much. It's going to be such a brilliant space for them as they grow up as well as at the moment now, because I can change it, colour schemes and things like that so easily. So if there's anything I missed out that I want me to take a picture of, I didn't say where it was from, just let me know and I'll answer your questions. But apart from that, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.